We're going to start by warming up with a pelvic tilt. Let's imagine our hip as a clock. Our belly button is 12 o'clock, pubic bone is 6 o'clock, hip bones are 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock. So first we're going to inhale, go down to 6 o'clock, allow there to be a gentle arch in the back, and then exhale down to 12 o'clock. Right now, we're just warming up our low back. So inhale through the nose. Exhale. Okay, let's do 2 more. And exhale. And we're going to continue this pelvic tilt, but now we're going to do a lateral variation where we're going to lift from the hip at 9 o'clock, really stretching that knee towards the opposite wall, and exhale, switch sides. Your knee should be as straight as possible, just slightly tipping your hip side to side in this transverse plane. Just a few more. Good. Last one here. Excellent. So next we're going to go into a nice dead bug, and then we're going to progress it. So feet at this 90-degree position, arms up towards the ceiling. You're going to take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, lengthen opposite arm. Zippering in that core, trying to keep low back as stable as you can. Let's do 1 more to each side. Last one here. And now we're going to do an oblique variation. So as you extend one arm and leg, you're going to be pushing in towards your hip. And you're going to feel those obliques start to fire up. And my core is shaking. Good. Grab your knees to chest. Let that low core relax. We're just going to gently rock side to side just to release that tension from our deep abdominals. Good. And let's do a gentle bent knee fallout. Still creating a flat back on the mat. You're just going to exhale. Open up the hips as far as you can without shifting your weight side to side. So you're going to exhale. Inhale back. Let's switch the breath now. So inhale as you go down and exhale to center. Inhale, keeping your hips as stable as possible, and exhale. Still zippering in that deep core muscle. Let's do 2 more on each side. Try to relax head, neck, and shoulders. Now we're going to end with a bridging series. So put even pressure on both feet. You're going to inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift those hips up, just going to the bottom part of our shoulder blades here. Nice gentle squeeze of your glutes at the top, and inhale, lower down. Let's do 2 more just to warm up this position. Inhale to repair. Exhale, zipper up. Inhale. Exhale, bring those hips up towards the ceiling. Now we're gonna pair a femur arc with this bridge. So gently press your hands into the mat just to support your body. I'm gonna bring my feet in a little bit more. So we're gonna hold this bridge position nice and gently without moving your hips. You're gonna go into these nice gentle femur arcs, trying the best that you can to maintain even hips here. If you need, you can place your arms on your low back to kind of help support the back here. Single leg femur arcs here. Let's tap down one more time. And down. Let's reset those hips, making sure your hips are reaching up towards the ceiling the entire time. And let's switch sides. Zippering in that core. Keeping the hips as still as possible here. You should feel that burn. Last one. Readjust those hips before slowly lowering down. Let's bring those knees into our chest. You can gently rock side to side just to release any tension off that low back here. We're gonna do one last bridging variation. So your feet are gonna be down, and we're just gonna do some arm arcs here. Fingers are in constant opposition. We're gonna reach up over our heads as we bring our hips up and then reach down to the floor. Always reaching in opposition the entire time. So it's gonna look a little like this. You're gonna inhale, reach those arms overhead, and exhale, lowering everything down. Let's do a few more. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do a slightly different variation. So arms are going to be up. You're going to reach up and then inhale. Exhale, just reach up towards the ceiling and lower down. Good. You're going to inhale to repair. Exhale, bridge up. Inhale, arms arch over the head. Exhale, arms reaching up towards the ceiling and lower down. Let's do a few more. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, bridging up. Inhale, arms coming up over the head, reaching in opposition. Exhale, arms come up towards ceiling and lower down. Let's do 2 more here. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Inhale, arms reaching up overhead. Exhale, arms up towards the ceiling here and lower down. 1 more. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift those hips up towards the ceiling. Inhale, arms reaching up overhead. Exhale, arms reaching up towards ceiling. Exhale, everything down. Now come, let's turn over and meet me in a nice child's pose, just to release all the tension in the back. Take a few deep breaths through that back. Sink deeper into the mat here. We're gonna go to the side of our mat, just at a slight diagonal. Take another deep inhale through the back. Exhale. Breathing deep, we're gonna go to the other side of the mat here. Nice deep inhale through the back. And exhale. You can slowly start rolling up. And that concludes today's session. We'll see you next time.